So children, the deadly virus has infected more than 5 million people and has resulted in untimely deaths, has disturbed everyone's life in ways we could not ever have imagined. We are fearing to go at our workplace. Yes, it is true. We are going to our workplaces but with fear in our mind. Daily activities have come to a standstill and life is not about living anymore. It is just like being survival. But then it's also true that the show must go on. That's why we teachers are trying our level best that we provide you the right study material and at the right time without any delay. That is our initiative. So children, in the same sequence we proceed now in the synthetic fibers and plastic, and we already have covered a wider part of the synthetic fibers, and now my today's fiber of the day is your polyester and acrylic. With these two fibers I will sum up the fiber section of the chapter and I will start another part from my next class. So let us begin to study about polyester fiber. Polyester is what? Polyester is the polymerized form of ester. As from its name also it is very clear that the ester has been polymerized by the process of polymerization, and in this process the ester converts into a most stretchable, most durable and most tensile kind of fiber that has been achieved so far, that is your polyester. Polyester not only is developed into the fibers but it is developed into the plastics as well, and the name of the plastic that is prepared from polyester polymers is your polyethylene terephthalate. Polyethylene terephthalate is a bigger name, that's why in a day-to-day life we use its abbreviated form, that is your PET plastic. You might have been very familiar with this name. The brands which sell the plastic jars and bottle with the name of Paul PET, Jaws PET, etc. are nothing but the PET plastics. What is the speciality of these plastic? I will tell you later, but let me tell you first that how it is processed. That nothing but this is the polymerization condensation process. Condensation means what? Converting from gas to liquid is your condensation. So since ester is a gaseous substance and it is condensed in the liquid material, that is why here the condensation polymerization is a technique to convert the ester into polyester, and then it is converted into the fiber in the spinneret. Again spinneret, I will repeat it again and again whenever I am taking your synthetic fibers. Now this was about the polyester. As I have told you that it is the most tensile fiber, so you will not confuse from the previous class topic, that was your nylon. At that time I given more stress on the stretchability and the strength of the nylon, but at the same time I reminded you also that nylon is the first fully synthetic fiber, but we have achieved way ahead of the nylon, and that is your polyester, which is more human friendly fiber. Why I am saying human friendly, that also will become clear just now. So children, whenever we are studying about the fibers, to know about its properties and uses is equally important, because they only can give us the value based ideas about their consumption in our day-to-day life. So what is the properties of the polyester? Nothing very new. It is equally same as of nylon. Very strong, very durable, resistance towards the chemical because of its very strong tensile strength. The chemicals and the moth, etc., and the insect do not damage it. It is hydrophobic. Hydrophobic is what? The meaning of the hydrophobic means which is not very friendly with water. So naturally this fiber is woven so finely that the gap between the two strands is minimum, and in that gap naturally the water is not trapped. Like in the natural fibers, natural fibers are more porous, and that is why whenever we sink the natural fibers in the water, it absorbs lots of water and becomes heavier, and Due to this, they take time to dry up. They need more sunlight and heat, etc., to evaporate. But here, since it's hydrophobic nature, it is easy to dry and doesn't need much heat. It retains its shape. Why? Because it is wrinkle free and the fiber doesn't need much ironing and all. You can maintain it very easily and can be washed easily because it takes less water to get washed. What are its uses? Bigger uses I will only tell you. The normal uses is that it is also used in making the different type of dress materials and all, but in what form it is used to prepare the dress material will be interesting to know here, because this fiber is a single fiber which can be blended, means mixed. Polyester is a single fiber and unique fiber which can be blended very well with the natural fibers, and the common name of the polyester is terylene. Naturally, the material that you wear in your uniform as your shirt and pants, etc., trousers, etc., they are using terry cotton. It's a very common word in the textile industry, terry cotton. Terry cotton has two terms, terylene and cotton. Terylene is the common name of polyester. Polyester is the chemical name because it is the polymerized form of ester, which is a monomer and chemical compound. But the terylene is the common name. And when the terylene is mixed with cotton in the ratio of 60-40%, means 60% it remains terylene and cotton is also mixed, blended in it as a 40% ratio, then it becomes a more human friendly fiber, more affordable, more looking good fiber and more feeling good fiber also. Why? Because it serves the goodness of both synthetic as well as natural fibers. It gives us the comfort of cotton, and it gives us the you can say easy to maintain kind of feel of your synthetic fibers also. So terylene is the polyester. Terylene mixed with cotton forms terry cotton. Terylene mixed with wool forms terry wool. Terylene mixed with silk forms terry silk. So these are the three types of blended fibers which are more common nowadays than just polyester or just cotton, silk and wool. Blended fibers are the demand of the age. This is the most contemporary thing in the textile industry. Now the second bigger use of the polyester is in making the PET jars, bottles, etc. Why the polyester is used in making the bottles and jars instead of just common plastic, which is my next topic? Because the common plastic doesn't have that kind of transparency as of PET plastic. PET means polyethylene terephthalate, that I have already told you, is that kind of plastic which is very transparent, very shatterproof. What is the meaning of shatterproof? Means when it falls from your hand by mistake, it doesn't happen. Neither it deforms from its shape nor it breaks. So it is shatterproof. And then it is due to its transparency, we can see very easily what is kept inside these jars from outside. So it gives us a kind of convenience in kitchen to by saving our time in searching the different types of food materials like grains, cereal, pulses and spices and salt, sugar, etc. So this is the convenience that we get by using the PET plastic. PET plastics are also very non-reactive. That is why they do not react with the food materials which are kept inside it and give us a hygienic food. So after having good discussion over the every pros and cons related to the polyester fiber, we are shifting our attention towards the last type of synthetic fiber, that is your acrylic. Simply I will say that you call it artificial wool. Just like I told you that call the rayon artificial silk, call the acrylic artificial wool. Why? Because it is different from the terry wool, that I also must remind you. Terry wool was the blended fiber, but the acrylic is just a single fiber. Why it is different from the previous type of fibers? Due to its weaving. Acrylic is a very heavier fiber than the polyester and nylon. Its weaving is thicker. Why it happens, let us first try to understand that from where the monomer is coming from. Monomer is your acrylonitrile, that's a compound is bulkier enough so that when it is polymerized and converts into polyacrylonitrile by the process of polymerization, it doesn't look like the, you can, in the spinneret when it passes, it doesn't look like the fine strands, but it converts into staples. What are these staples? Let me clear you by giving you an everyday life example. Like you eat Maggi a lot, that are the noodles. Just like noodles are also staples, not the fibers. So that's why I am telling it that it resembles with the noodles. Naturally, due to its thicker appearance and thickness, it is warmer fiber and can replace the wool easily. And it is also a good replacement of wool because it is not as costly and expensive as wool and more warmer than wool. That also I am telling you. It gives us more warmth in the winter season than just wool. Now try to know what are the uses of acrylic, since as I have already told you that it is nothing but the replacement of wool in our everyday life. So it is warm, it is lighter in weight than wool, it is softer than the wool, and it is flexible as well. It is resistant to moth, because in the pure wool what happens, pure wool, one thing is that it is very expensive. Secondly, it gets damaged easily by the insects and moths and chemicals also. So storing it for the whole summer season, and when you take it out in the winter season, you may get disappointed that it is full of cuts and holes everywhere, and it looks very ugly and gives us a kind of sheepy feeling. So this is not a problem with the acrylic. It remains as it is, that you have kept it in the beginning of the summer, and it remains stored in the exactly in the same way. Now it gives a wool-like feel because it is an artificial silk. It does not shrink in when we wet it in the water. When we try to wash it, it retains its shape very easily and dries also easily, because it drains the water quickly. And it is cheaper than wool, and it has a wider choice of colors also, because it can dyed very well in a variety of colors. So this was about the properties of acrylic. Now shift towards the uses of acrylic. Uses of acrylic is nothing but in making the your different types of woolen material, like your jackets, blankets, sweaters, gloves, shawls, tracksuits, etc. Nothing new, which we use in our mufflers, in the clothes that we wear during the summers, or we wrap around in the summers to protect us from the cold temperature, low temperature, and keep our body warm. So it is the same thing. It is also used in linings for boots and gloves, as well as in furnishing fabrics and carpets also. Woolen carpets are common, but the woolen carpets are very expensive also. So nowadays more the acrylic carpets are selling high. It is used in craft yarns, boat shells, and vehicle covers also. Now a very interesting thing that I am going to tell you, just like that I told you about the PET plastic when I was taking polyester. So a very interesting type of acrylic glass is also prepared from the acrylic fibers. Acrylic fibers can be converted into a glass like plastic. The transparency is even higher than the PET plastic, which I told you that the PET plastics are very transparent. The maximum transparency in the plastic, because the plastic is a kind of material which is transparent, translucent, and opaque as well. So all variants of transparency is available in your plastic, but the most transparent, the maximum transparency is found in the acrylic glass. Why I am saying glass? But because it resembles glass, it gives us the transparency as good as glass. So nowadays all the your specs, lenses, etc. are prepared by the acrylic glass, because it is plastic, so naturally it would be shatterproof. So when suppose that while wearing the specs it falls down from our head, then it will not break down, and it will remain safe. Sorry, children, by mistake I told you that the acrylic is worn in summers here while explaining you about the uses of acrylic. You will just overlook it and you will consider it as winters. So our share of synthetic fiber is getting over by giving you knowledge about the characteristic of synthetic fibers. What are the characteristics of the synthetic fiber? Let us start having a good discussion over it, and a very interesting part of the synthetic fiber is actually its characteristic. As I am telling you repeatedly that they dry up easily because of their less water absorbent capacity, and that is a quality because it does not need much water. Then it is very durable because of its higher tensile strength. Tensile strength of some of the fibers is more than even the steel, like your nylon and polyester, and due to which they are very durable, and due to its durability they are the good option for the people who are the below poverty line, you can say, because the fiber does not weather easily. Weathering means getting older. So now they are also very less expensive, and they can be affordable by the common people. They are readily available and easy to maintain, as do not need any extra care. Why they are readily available? Because of their low manufacturing cost. Now let us talk about the combustibility, because the combustibility of such fibers is different from the natural fibers. Natural fibers which catch up the fire and convert into ash, but here you will find that since they are prepared from the petrochemicals which are highly inflammable substances, so you will see that when the synthetic fiber catches fire, then it starts melting first, and when it will start burning, it will fall in the form of a small beads. Lighted beads will look like falling from the synthetic fiber. I will give you this activity to perform also. It's a very interesting activity, and but with safety you will do it by in the presence of any elder member of your family. Then that is why it is not good to wear in the kitchen and all where we are near the fire, because when it will burn, it will stick upon our skin and it will give the bad kind of bruises. Now let us talk about its tensile strength. I am repeatedly saying that the tensile strength is good and best. In fact, that is why it is used in the carrying heavy loads everywhere, because it does not break down easily with the heavy loads. So this was about my today's you can say agenda of the synthetic fibers, which I tried to take up in my own way, and I have just concluded it. In my next class, surely we will shift towards the plastic part of the chapter, and just keep studying.